It's time to power rank our Group Ascent teams about a week into Split 1 of the LPL in hopefully 3 minutes or less. So let's start firing these off as quickly as we can. BLG right now are the hottest team in the LPL, the only undefeated team so far in Group Ascend. This team looks as advertised, maybe not for the reason most people expected. I think Viper's playing well, but I want to shout out so far through 3 series, Bin getting back into form, Shun playing carry junglers, and then On looking like 2024 On. The craziest part about BLG right now is I think they're a contender for the championship, but the ceiling hasn't really even been reached. So look out for BLG. Let's talk more about teams that need time really quickly, though. IG, this one might be obvious, right, with how many changes they made to the roster. I think there have been good signs from the newer additions, though, on this team, despite their 1-2 record. Sobero wins them the Weibo series with the Kasante. I think Jue has looked pretty darn good as one of the better supports we have in the region. Fotig, better than people thought advertised. So let's give IG, let's give Wei and Rookie some more time with this roster before we start grading them, right? Top Esports is probably the team that needs more time because of they have even more youthful injections to the roster. Ongwei is a rookie support. Jachi's filling in for Jackie Love, and Nayo didn't even play a full year starting the LPL last year. He now fills in for Kanavi's shoes. 369 and Cream, I think, need to step up, but we need to give a team with this much change compared to 2025 more time before we start scrutinizing them too heavily. Our only dark horse team, I'm going to say, for championship contention is JDG. 2 things I want to talk about them right now after their win against AL in a best of 3. Junjun Hongkyu, that synergy from the Flying Oysters, that chaos creation of the early to mid game is showing through really well in the LPL. And then Gala and Vampire have come out of every single bottom lane matchup with a lead most of the time. So those 2 things are going to win you a lot of games, and JDG could be pushing into the contender squad sooner rather than later. Our only team where I'm going to call them ship on fire is going to be Weibo. Clearly the most dysfunctional team when it comes to drafting and executing said drafts. Later game stages of games, Weibo look pretty dysfunctional. Elk is the only real shining light for this team for me so far, and he can't win them games alone. And Xiaohu is a real reliability in the mid lane right now, and that's the biggest problem that needs to be addressed. Finally, though, let's talk about anyone's legend, right? The most consistent team in the LPL in 2025, split 2 champions, best team on the international stage for our region. Let's give them some more time despite their 1-2 start. 2 reasons. This roster did not play any Demacia Cup reps. They're coming in pretty cold to the LPL split. And then 2, they lost Tabe, one of the greatest coaches we have in the world. The new coaching staff needs time to gel before coming in. So while I think there is some valid criticism for AL, we need to give this team more time before we start hitting the panic button on one of the best teams the LPL has to offer.